What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to some more Littleroot lettering. So, we're going to try to beat some people up this week with some very unique Pokemon here with Cobalion and Dugtrio. Not mons we've really seen lately in Series 9 or at all. So, really excited to see how this actually works out between beat up Cobalion, which is always great. The fact that we don't have beat up on Dragapult, so we can just lead it and be like, LOL, JK, max my Dragapult, beat you up that way. It's also cool. Of course, we have redirection on Togekiss, so Togekiss is just great with Super Luck and, two very useful moves. This is also just a Dynamax target for us if we need it to. Honestly, there's a lot of things on this team that can just Dynamax between like Nasty Plot, Rotom, so we can go +2 next to like Togekiss and then max and blow things up. Or honestly, we can max Gastrodon if we get like a Storm Drain boost or something else. So. Really excited to play this. Shout outs to Captain Unova for sending this in. And let's get to it and see what we can actually do this week with this team. I'm excited. The beat up Dugtrio is not something we have seen in a very, very long time. So I'm interested in seeing if it's good here, and if so, how it actually feels. So let's get to it, see what we can do, and see if we can get paired up for game number 1 here today. So, comment question of the day. Who is your favorite Gen 1 Pokemon? Seeing how we're playing a pretty unique one here with Dugtrio today. Personally, honestly, a lot of Gen 1 Mons are really iconic, especially for me. I obviously love Snorlax. I think it's super unique, and in these early generations, it's so good. Charizard, of course, is great. Blastoise is great. Venusaur is probably the best starter of those, in my opinion. Let's see. Looking over here at my Gen 1 poster, I got to see what else there is. I really like the fossils, of course. Amistar, Kabutops, Aerodactyl. There's just so many good Pokemon in Gen 1. This is a team. So we have Lycanroc, Tyranitar, Dracovish, Cresselia, Thundurus, and Blacephalon. Very, very interesting. Cobalion looks great, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Cobalion just punches these things and doesn't really care. So I think this is Dugtrio, Cobalion up front, and probably click Ally Switch on one, to be 100% honest with y'all. And then we have, like, Gastrodon and Dragapult here in the back. I think that seems fine. Let's lock it in. See what our opponent agrees with. I think this is probably going to be, like, the Sand Duo plus Lycanroc. Plus, like, the fact that we don't have Intimidate means that they're probably not going to bring Thundurus, because, especially with them having 3 pretty powerful, like, physical attackers here between all 3 of the Sand Duo, the Sand Trio, I guess, technically, means that they're not really incentivized to bring it, so I think this is fine. I think that they could bring the Blacephalon here to try to just blow up on us, which I'm also pretty okay with. Gastrodon seems pretty okay, just being able to switch in on a Vicious Rend and eat it up. And it's going to be Blacephalon, Cresselia up front here. Okay. Shiny Dugtrio, I love it. Absolutely love it. I'm gonna beat up. And I kind of want to just Airstream into the Blacephalon slot, but I could see Cresselia going for a Trick Room here. I think I'm going to Steel Spike the Cresselia slot. Worst case scenario, this is like Ally Switch, but they're just going to switch out into Tyranitar, which I'm actually also pretty okay with. The fact that they're going to set Sand here for us means that like I just don't care, and I'm gonna pick up the KO on their Tyranitar here by going +4. Like, they don't have any way of actually stopping me, so I don't think Blacephalon one-shots my Dynamax Cobalion. Even if it does Mind Blow here. I don't think that's a thing that's gonna happen. They put Dugtrio down to Sash, but I mean, that's not a KO, so. And now we sit through the longest animation in the game after missing the best animation in this game because of Dynamax. So don't mind me. Just sitting, waiting. Or waiting. And what's good about this is the Cobalion should hopefully live another one from the Blacephalon while we pick up the KO on the Tyranitar here. I wonder if this is Gastrodon switching in. I mean, not Gastrodon, if this is Dracovish. And they were really reliant on picking up the KO with Tyranitar, like that being their Dynamax target here. Because obviously you don't want to max Blacephalon, it's super frail. Could be Scarf Blacephalon too, just seeing how it outsped my Dugtrio, which I don't think it does anyway. Oh, nope, that's not the window I want to grab. That's the window we want to grab. I'm actually curious. Come on. Dugtrio is base 120. Blacephalon is 107. So yeah, it is Scarf. So we're going to switch Dugtrio out into Gastrodon. And we are going to... honestly, I'm just going to go for an Airstream into the Blacephalon. It's probably going to blow itself up, seeing how it is Scarf. If this is Vicious Rend, it's going to get taken into my Gastrodon. Yeah, they're going to protect, that's fine. Kaboom. Hang on, Cobalion. Dang. Close, but no cigar. Maybe targeting down the Blacephalon was actually correct. I mean, I still feel okay here. Like, now I get to bring back out Dugtrio. And I can click Bulldoze. And lower this Dracovish's speed, so then, I mean, I could also yawn it. I think that actually might be good. We can yawn the Dracovish and protect my Dugtrio this turn. I also go for beat up into Cresselia just to do something. I think I need a Bulldoze. I think I need a Bulldoze so that we are faster with Dragapult here. And it is going to be Max Dracovish. Hopefully they just go for Geyser. What is 278 times 2/3? No, it's going to be Wormwind. That's fine. Gastrodon does not hold on. That's unfortunate. 278 times 2/3 is 185. So after this, that means they're going to be slower than Dragapult. So that's pretty okay. Obviously, we're not going to hit Cresselia. That's whatever. They're going to Icy Wind, pick up the KO. That's fine. Congrats, you killed my Dugtrio. But now Dragapult's the fastest thing on the field. And we can go Phantom Force into Cresselia. Actually, I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp this Dracovish first. And then next turn we'll make them waste a turn their Dynamax. Okay. Do we live Wormwind plus Icy Wind here? No, because we're gonna go down. That's really unfortunate. Close, but no cigar. Oh, they also have Moonblast. Cool. Yep, no way we're winning that one. The way we win that is instead of blowing up the Tyranitar on one, we pick up the KO on the Blacephalon, and then Cobalion just runs away with that game because we're faster than everything our opponent has, excluding the Dracovish, which we have an answer to thanks to Gastrodon. So I think the play was to target down the Blacephalon, but that's unfortunate. It is what it is. Ow. Ow, that hurt. Man, my record this month is real bad looking up there in that corner. Just ignore that for a minute, guys. That's not anyone's concern, okay? Just everyone ignore that. We have not had a great season after having a really good season last season. But that's all right. I am very excited to get to Series 10, and we'll go from there for next month. Man, I have really enjoyed playtesting Series 10 and just like figuring out what is actually good in this format. And this team I've been playtesting has been very, very powerful so far. I've been a big fan of it. But now I can just go through and get rid of all these teams on Showdown. That team looks like garbage. That team looks like garbage. And I have a lot of bad teams on here. I guess most of these are also Draft League teams. That explains why they look funky. It's because they are funky. Alright. I see a lot of unique mons here from our opponent. Between Toxtricity, Rhyperior, Sylveon, Lapras, and then of course the two format all-stars of Incineroar, Grimmsnarl. So, I mean, do they have any way of beating Dugtrio? I just want to beat people up. I really actually don't see a good way for them to do that. They don't have a Trick Room setter either, so this Rhyperior is just like anti-Trick Room, I guess. I'm going to Dugtrio Cobalion. I like Gastrodon here in the back, and I really like... I think it's just Dragapult here as well. That leaves us kind of weak to this Lapras. So maybe it's just Rotom. I'm thinking. I think I like Rotom. I think I also really like Dragapult, though. You know what? Let's bring Rotom. Why not? I convinced myself. Rotom is able to check Lapras okay. Obviously, we're weak to it, but we also have Gastrodon to be able to come in and take the Geyser. So I have a feeling this is not screens on Grimmsnarl. Just because they do have Lapras on their team as well, so that's probably going to be Trick, if I was a betting man. And it's going to be Grimmsnarl Lapras. Could also be Fake Tears. So I think my play here on one is actually go for Ally Switch. Ally Switch plus Steel Spike into the Grimmsnarl. Cobalion should be able to take basically any hit that this Lapras throws at it. If they do want to target down the Dugtrio slot with it this turn to try to pick up the KO. Especially since we are Assault Vest, we should take basically any hit. And I'm really hoping that this is Trick Grimmsnarl and they're able to just like, alright, here's a Focus Sash. Which would obviously be annoying seeing how I am Steel Spiking into them and I want to be able to pick up the KO, but then we can just like beat up and pick up the KO that way. We can also just go to +4 here in front of Lapras and just punch through their screens, which is also just like a thing we can do. Alright, here's my ally switch. Now you know about it. Probably not clicking this again. Ha-ha! Ha-ha! Nailed it. Here's a focus sash. You get to live one. I mean, you're going to anyway, but now you get to live one. This is kind of unfortunate because now our beat up is going to move last. But that just means this turn we can ally switch again and just really put the mind games on them. Actually, I think the play this turn is to withdraw Dugtrio and go into Gastrodon. So I am going to kind of want to knuckle into the Grimmsnarl, but I'm not sure that's going to be enough to pick up the KO. Let's go for it. And we will go into Gastrodon here. You did good, Dugtrio. You did good, bud. Don't let anyone tell you differently. Yeah, they do go for T-Wave. Annoying, but not the end of the world. Give it to me. Num 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 num. My Gastrodon was so thirsty. Alright, Knuckle does pick up the KO. Cool. So sure, we're paralyzed and that's annoying, but at least we can go for Airstreams to try to mitigate that. And we get the attack boost on Cobalion, which actually punches through their screens effectively as well. So now we're doing neutral damage to everything. And we can yawn their Lapras, which is also just great. Oh, you brought Rhyperior in front of my Gastrodon. Oh, opponent. Opponent. You and I need to have a talk, buddy. I think the play... I'm not one-shotting this Rhyperior here. But I can go for an Airstream into it just to get the speed boost, and then we'll yawn the Lapras. Because I think Rhyperior probably protects this turn. Why else would they bring it out in front of my Gastrodon? Interesting. And Cobalion is still the fastest thing on the field despite being paralyzed. That in and of itself is beautiful. Now, Lapras is faster still than Gastrodon, but Gastrodon takes this. Ow! Opponent, you're looking a little tired there. Opponent, that was not very nice of you. You're gonna get the defense drop, but that's kind of whatever. Kind of whatever. So we're +1 speed, +1 defense, +1 attack on Cobalion. We're +1 speed, +1 attack on Gastrodon right now. They have screens up. So I think I'm going to bounce the Lapras slot. And we will go for a Scald into the Rhyperior, try to pick up the KO on it. Yeah, they're going to withdraw the Lapras. Not surprised by that. And Sylveon. I now see why you brought out the Rhyperior. Don't mind me. Wonder if this picks up a KO. Yep. Bye, Rhyperior. And now I can yawn their Lapras again. They protect Lapras this turn. I have a feeling they protect Lapras. This is their last turn of screens, too. I'm going to yawn their Sylveon, I think. No protect. I mean, we miss. No protect. That KOs, doesn't it? Yep, unfortunate. Unfortunate. Hyper Voice. We take those. And their screens are not over. So bring out Rotom here. And I think the play this turn. This means they're light clay on the Lapras, so I can safely go for like close combat into it. There's also Iron Head, but I think they're going to be Babiri on the Sylveon. So I'm going to close combat the Lapras. I'm going to Thunderbolt it. We get punished if they protect the Lapras here, but I don't think they do, actually. Yeah, they're going to protect the Sylveon. Okay. I mean, this actually works out for us. Cobalion, one time, my dude. Thank you. Cool. Cool, cool. So I actually feel good about this game. We have a lagging tail on Dugtrio in the back, which is obviously not great. But it's a 1v3. So we will Iron Head. And I kind of want a Nasty Plot. The Sylveon's not threatening my Rotom, so I might as well just go for a Nasty Plot here. Okay. They're not Babiri either. So what's your item on Sylveon? It is not Babiri. We haven't seen Sash. It could be Sash on Sylveon. We know it's not like Specs because they protected. This is actually their last turn of screens. Yes. So we will click Bulldoze, and we will click Thunderbolt, and that will be GG. Opponent concurs that that game's over. Good game. Really good game. Got to show off a lot of different pieces of tech on this team. I think just overall we actually played that game really, really well too. Let's get one more in today. Yes, I know. Yes. Do the thing. Come on. Come on, I want to get one more in. Cobalion was really impressive there. The fact that like we outsped everything they had going on, even while being paralyzed, was kind of great. So we have Urshifu, Nihilego, Indeedee, Landorus, Moltres, and Marowak. I think this is a Cobalion Dragapult game. And, like, if they lead Indeedee, I don't care. Like, that's kind of where I'm at. I wonder if this is Waterfu. They already have a Dark type with Moltres, so I could see it. I could also see them bringing Landorus just because we have Cobalion. So I think I like Gastrodon a lot. And I think I like Rotom too. I like it, or do I like Togekiss? I actually really like Togekiss here. I mean, especially if we deal with the Nihilego, which is actually a pretty big check to Rotom. Togekiss doesn't look great in front of Landorus. I mean, Rotom doesn't really either. Could also bring Dugtrio just so we could trap people. I think it's Togekiss's time to shine. That's what I think. That's what I think. Alright, opponent, what do you got for me? What do you got? It is going to be Alola Whack and DD. Okay. Okay. Kind of wish I had beat up now, but it's fine. And it's Psychic Seed, so that's good to know. Man, the fact that we can't burn is kind of annoying here. We just go for Bounce. I mean, they're 1000% clicking Follow Me here. And probably Trick Room. Could just switch Cobalion out into Gastrodon, which I actually like a lot. And I kind of want to click Dragon Darts, but I don't think it really accomplishes anything, so we might just go for Fly. We could! No, we're going to max and we're going to Wormwind into the... Yeah, I like this play. I like this play a lot. Because this is going to lower the attack of the Alola Whack if they do redirect this, which I'm assuming they do. And then next turn, we can Max Guard plus Scald into the Alola Whack. Yep, there's the Follow Me. There's the Wormwind. Gonna drop that attack stat. And pick up the KO on the Indeedee, which is whatever. That was Indeedee's job, was come in and get KO'd. And there's the Bone Meringue. That's not Trick Room opponent. And Gastrodon takes that like a champ. Okay. Well, now I feel really good about our chances. There's Moltres. Well, Moltres, I'm just going to yawn it. And we'll Phantasm into the Alola Whack. Don't have a normal type switch in. Nope, because we KO'd it. Yeah, we'll go for the Phantasm into the Alola Whack. I can't think that Moltres is going to be able to pick up a KO on my Gastrodon here. It could. It honestly could. They're going to withdraw the Alola Whack into Landorus. I mean, well, that's fine. Landorus doesn't really like taking this. And they're going to max the Moltres. Okay. So we might be losing our Dragapult here, and I'm kind of okay with that. Because that means they're committed to staying in here. They could also just Airstream my Gastrodon. They could Airstream my Gastrodon just to be faster than my Dragapult next turn. Landorus takes that pretty okay, but we're going to get the defense drop on both of these mons, which is really good for us. They are Citrus. Yep, because they're not in range of... And it is Airstream. Okay. Gastrodon, take it? Nope, not quite. Not quite. That's unfortunate, but it's kind of okay. Like, in all actuality, it's kind of okay. Because now, I can bring out Togekiss and we can click Follow Me. Dragapult can go for Airstream into the Landorus, pick up the KO. Because they're at -1 defense. And then... I mean, they just like, this just prevents, like, a Darkness into my Dragapult this turn. Which I'm pretty okay with. Okay. Oh, we're still faster. Oh, that's huge. That's absolutely huge. Because if we live this, If we live this Airstream coming into my Togekiss, then we're in a really good position. Togekiss holds on by a mile. Oh yeah, we're fine. We're fine. And now they have the Alola back. But now we can go for Protect, and we can go for Phantom Force into the Alola. And if they want to Darkness down my Dragapult this turn, then their turn's just wasted, because we're still faster. And if they want to Airstream into my Togekiss, then they can't take out my Dragapult next turn. And my Togekiss lives this. So is this Poltergeist? No, it's just Flare Blitz. Okay. Plays around the potential switch there. So now Moltres is the fastest thing on the field. I'm going to click Dazzling Gleam. The fact that they're not that invested into speeds where they can outspeed my Dragapult at +1 is really good for us. And honestly, not something I actually thought about here. We get to pick up the KO on the Alola here. We're faster than them at +2. They are 2 over our stat, and we're still faster than them. Is this just like min speed Moltres? I mean, Dragapult goes down, but it's a 1v2, and they can't one-shot both of my Mons here. They're Focus Sash Moltres? No, they're Weakness Pulse. Okay. They just happen to live on basically nothing. So now I can bring out Cobalion, who should be able to live a hit here. Like, I know they're at +2, but... oh, +3. But we have an Assault Vest. So we'll go for the old Razzle. And... yeah, just click the attack that can't miss. Fiery Wrath should not pick up a double KO here, because it is a spread move. They're going to give us a Justified boost, which is literally whatever. I mean, they're at 1 HP. Togekiss, you did your job, bud. I greatly appreciate it. Okay. Alright. That was a fun match. That was an absurdly fun match. And they had a lot of things that didn't really go their way. I really wanted to look at our opponent's team, but evidently not. I don't know why people don't show their teams. I think it's great. Let's throw up this rental code, guys. Go pick up this code from Captain himself. It's great. This team's really fun. I am genuinely enjoying our time with it so far. So that is going to be it for today, everyone. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll be back later this week with some more Littleroot laddering. Have a good one. Peace.